guys, this is Lord Chael speaking on behalf of our show sponsor, Established Titles. Established Titles is a project based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lords and ladies. They allow you to buy as little as 1 square foot of dedicated land so you can officially call yourself a lord or lady. Established Titles is not just about your ego. You also get to do some good. In addition to your new fancy title, Established Titles supports global charities like One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future to help with their afforestation efforts. Your title pack gives you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land on a private estate in Scotland, and your official certificate proves your title, as well as your unique plot number where you can see the exact location of your land. If you're looking for a fun, last-minute gift this holiday season, this is a great way to surprise a loved one. Who doesn't want to become an official lord? Getting the certificate even allows you to officially change your name to Lord or Lady. Put it on your credit cards, plane tickets, or if you're so inclined, put it on your dating profiles. Established Titles is having a great limited time sale. Go to establishedtitles.com/Chael and save 10% off today. Remember to use the promo code Chael or just click on the link below. Well, the 60 days is up, but it was a good run. I mean, that was a good, solid attempt, right? He got 60 days. But apparently he also got into the wine or something along these lines last night because Jon Jones goes on an absolute Twitter tirade. Now, quite frankly, Jon had the right to do this. I would stay out. Talking about Jon versus Coach Winkeljohn, I'm out. When I see Winkeljohn, and I know many things, I don't say any of them. I say hello. That's it. I believe an athlete and a coach are on a different level. And I believe the coach, whether he's yours or not, the coach is above the athlete. So I've had things said about me by Coach Winkeljohn, but I didn't cross that code. He apparently didn't have the same code as I did, but I didn't cross it. Jon got treated terribly. Absolutely he did. And Jon spoke about this for the first time ever. I thought Jon had the right. And Jon did not delete it. It wasn't a typical drunken tirade. There was tells. It was largely done by Siri. He didn't grab the phone and type. He misspelled his own name. Right, Jon is spelled Jon in the case of Jon Jones. He spelled it John. So there was some mistakes where you got to see a little bit that, okay, the 60 days is behind us. But boy, it was interesting. I've been waiting for this fight to come. And Jon really had, if you guys read the tirade, I'm just making the exception that you all know what I'm referring to. But he was speaking about Winkeljohn, and he said this wasn't right. And he said, he calls me his brother, but then he goes on a national campaign tour to embarrass me. I caught the same thing. The one piece when Malky, the management team, broke up with Jon, and the one thing when the gym, Coach Winkeljohn, broke up with Jon. They both wanted it known to the world that they did it. I'd never really seen that in professional activities before. I can't think of another example. And I always wondered why. Malky's a very smart guy. I'm hard on Malky. Another side, he's a very smart guy. He had a reason for doing that, whether I understand it or not. Probably right in front of me. Maybe you guys have. I'm not seeing it. But I do trust that it's simple and it's right in front of us. Wink did the same thing. Why? The appearance by Wink was that he was looking out for Jon, that this was temporary, he's got a business to run, and he needs this known. The problem that I had with it is no, you don't. This is private. You would discuss it. You would announce it to the gym. The gym, that were to be through the gym in way less than 5 minutes. Teammates and people, parents and kids that weren't even at the gym would know within 5 minutes. Jon is temporary, not here. And that's how it was presented. Winkeljohn went on, I believe it was with Ariel, and he said, this is temporary. It's my brother, and I gotta get a hold of him, I gotta shake it up. I'm just sharing with you from my perspective, without passing judgment, from where I was sitting. That was the one part of the story that surprised me. People do this all the time. I coach at the high school here. We have a kid right now who's on it. Right now. You can't come in for 4 days. Right now. We talk to that kid in private. He goes home. He takes whatever disciplinary action. He will be back. Won't be discussed. And his teammates aren't going to give him a hard time because it's going to happen to them at some point in their career. Right? Do you understand the point that I'm trying to make? When Coach Winkeljohn decided to go public or even national with this news that affects the PR of a gym that's a dot on the map in a city of the world. I mean, do you understand? It was weird. It was very bizarre. All of those things could have happened if you were sincere in your beliefs, and it would have been quiet. And my sense from Jon with the entire tirade is that Jon agrees with me. That's the part that hurt his feelings. Why'd you have to embarrass me? Why couldn't this just be us? We've been up and down the roads together. We've exchanged money. We've exchanged dreams. We've exchanged camaraderie. We've exchanged fame and the other side of it too, which is the tears and the blood and the disappointment. But we did that together. Why couldn't this be private? Why did you have to go out as a way of virtue signaling to yourself? We're both dirty, rotten fighters. You got something on me. I got things on you. The difference is I'm being accused. And that is a relevant piece to Jon. I'm the last one to spare the last. Jon is accused of something. He is not charged with another something that people are saying about him with very limited evidence, with hearsay at best. And then he gets a punishment from his own guys, and that punishment gets made public. Why? Now, Wink might agree with me. Coach Wink might fully agree and go, Chael, if I could do that again, you're right. There was no reason to advertise or air that. And even if I did need to advertise and air it for to protect my own business, I did not need to do it nationally. He might agree. I haven't heard him say those things, but he might. I'm still wondering why. And when Jon finally broke bad and was pissed off, I still do maintain from reading that tirade that was the part that bothered him. And I don't think he's wrong. I don't know why that had to be shared with all of us. We weren't owed that. We didn't need that information. If there was pushback at the gym, you would feel it directly. All of a sudden, members are leaving or parents are calling you or something along these lines. You deal with that. You handle them. You let them all know it's cool in the gang. Keep on coming in. Sign back up. Be here Monday. He won't. Why'd you have to tell Ariel Helwani? Why do I know about it? Why would a guy like me, who never spares the lash on Jon Jones, why would I get my clip filled with ammo from his own coach? It's not a terrible point by Jon. It's not. It's fair and reasonable. And I imagine Wink is upset today, and Jon wasn't all that nice about it. But you don't have to be as nice. You don't have to match fire with fire when the other one pulled the trigger first. You can come back harder if you're the one that's on the counter. Anyway, there's the story. There's my interpretation. 60 days is up. The 60 days is gone, but, maybe he just resets the clock, and maybe at some other point we'll see another 60.